Welcome, wherever you may be, and thank you for joining us for this, our NUF worship for March. March is traditionally the month where we see the first signs of spring and when we celebrate Mother's Day. And so this month, our topic is nurturing. I know that as a general rule, mothers are seen as the nurturers in our society. And being a mother of 4 children, I wouldn't want to undermine that role in any way. But I know that not everyone can be or is a mother. And I want to look at the role all of us, mothers, fathers, brothers, sisters, aunts, uncles, friends, spouses and strangers, have not only in nurturing ourselves, but also those around us. Our chalice lighting words today are by Olivia Dean. We light this chalice in tribute to the mother in each of us. We light this chalice to celebrate those women and men who have taken on the task of raising a baby into childhood, youth and adulthood. To celebrate all those who have nourished the light of truth and compassion in growing minds and hearts. To celebrate those who have committed time, money, energy to the children of this world. We light this chalice to celebrate and hold dear this flame of love. The following is a quote from The Man Nobody Knows by Bruce Barton. There are 2 seas in Palestine. One is fresh and fish are in it. Splashes of green adorn its banks. Trees spread out their branches over it and stretch out their thirsty roots to sip of its healing waters. The river Jordan makes his sea with sparkling water from the hills, so it laughs in the sunshine, and men build their houses near to it. Birds build their nests. Every kind of life is happier because it is there. The river Jordan flows on south to another sea. Here no splash of fish, no fluttering leaf, no song of birds, no children's laughter, and travellers choose another route unless on urgent business. The air hangs heavy above its waters, and neither beast nor man nor fowl will drink. What makes this mighty difference in these neighbour seas? Not the river Jordan, it empties the same good water into both. Not the soil in which they lie, and not the country round about. This is the difference. The Sea of Galilee receives but does not keep. For every drop that flows into it, another drop flows out. The giving and receiving go on in equal measure. The other sea is shrewder, hoarding its income jealously. It will not be tempted into any generous impulse. Every drop it gets, it keeps. The Sea of Galilee gives and lives. This other sea gives nothing, and it is named the Dead Sea. There are 2 kinds of people in this world, and there are 2 seas in Palestine. What a beautiful and apt description of the 2 different ways in which we can choose to live our lives. We can choose to give and thrive, or just receive and become like the Dead Sea. It is our choice. Let us now join in a time of stillness and reflection. We stand at the beginning of spring, the season of new life, with all its hope, its possibility, its potential. We give thanks for all the different seasons, bringing us changes, beautifying and nourishing the earth. Our reading today speaks of what can happen when we choose to receive and not give. Let us take some time to remember that in order to grow and thrive, we must open ourselves to the Spirit of life and allow it to flow through us and on into others. Let us be thankful for all that we receive, and remember that when we share our humanity in acts of kindness, we are nurturing ourselves as well as others. As we journey this life together, let us be thankful for human friendship and companionship, and pray we always have the generosity of heart to share our blessings. Amen. Unitarians believe that we are all part of the interconnected web of life. Family, friends, and the wider community are part of the fabric that holds all of human life together. In our communities, we are called to affirm and promote the inherent worth and dignity of every person, and believe that each person is unique and precious in their own right, entitled to be received and guided by a loving community with sympathy and respect. For humanity to survive and thrive, it is important for us to play our part in providing that love, care, and support to each other as well as to ourselves. I would like to share with you a story that shows how even very small, simple acts of kindness can have a tremendous difference. A while ago, while listening to Radio 4, I heard the story of a homeless young man who, through a series of unfortunate events and bad judgment, ended up in a police station after living rough for over 3 years. He had been arrested for a second time, and he thought that things couldn't get any better, and that his life was hopeless and he was worthless. But somehow, from this very low point, he managed to rebuild his life, and now works with homeless charities to get young people off the street. When the presenter asked this young man what was the turning point for change in his life, his reply was that the arresting officer had said to him, "You know, son, you look really done in. Would you like a cup of tea?" And this caused him to think that if the policeman could treat him with respect and kindness, then just maybe he was worth something. And this was the beginning of him rebuilding his life and regaining his self-worth. Simple acts of kindness are the cornerstone of compassion and human connection. Martin Luther King Jr. once said, "Anybody can serve. You don't have to have a college degree to serve. You don't have to make your subject and your verb agree to serve, and you don't have to know the second theory of thermodynamics in physics to serve. You only need a heart full of grace and a soul generated by love." Our closing words today come from the Methodist minister John Wesley, after which I will extinguish the chalice flame. John Wesley said, "Do all the good you can, by all the means you can, in all the ways you can, in all the places you can, at all the times you can, to all the people you can, as long as you ever can." Thank you for taking this time with me, no matter when this time has been for you. May your heart always be full of grace, your life full of generosity, and may you always find the strength to serve others whenever you can. Go now in peace and walk gently with your God. Amen.